Well, before I
right.
shotgun this beer, I have one thing to say to you, Liru.
Okay.
There are good ships, and there are wood ships, and there are ships that sail the sea. But the best ships are friendships, and may they always be.
That was actually very nice. Barb, I want to let you know that every time I cast with you now, there is now a point option where every time you say something horny, we can bonk you and put you in horny jail, okay? I'm doing this for your own good, okay? I love you, buddy, but we're going to have to bonk you. Okay.
That was Jess, by the way.
Okay. Anyway, the U.S. side has started off here. We're going to quickly go through the roster. So Maz is commanding Green 4 again. He is going to be working with Wheaton and Martin under his command, 2 F&F devs. X-Ray, the marksman, is going to be given to Pierce for the rifle, excuse me. Cheese, Koek, and Schneider are with him, 3 really good players. We have a mix of 29th ID, the home community, 4 FNF working under Alpha. Players like Mito, Lurch, Nuclear Moose going under Bravo here, as well as some ML players. Some more veteran names such as Thorn and Nutty Person with their community, which again I forget the name of, taking Charlie. Warwick is also with them. He sometimes co-casts with us, though it has been a while. And then we have Schnuffles, Artisan, 2 newer players. Along with
Zoni
and Alice,
especially. Yeah.
taking Foxtrot 1.
So in this one, we do have some armored combat to look forward to. We have Panzer IV H's on the Blue 4 side, and some Shermans, I want to say M4A1s with HVSS, possibly. You can tell it's the M4A1. No, excuse me. This is the straight up M4 because it has the turret, the little cone on the right side of the hull. So that it relatively weaker armor. You see some tracks, a spare road wheel, etc., bolted on for a few extra millimeters of effective armor, but otherwise it is going to be pretty dismal going up against those Panzer IV-Hs. It is going to be mainly used, or excuse me, should be mainly used to support the infantry and move in with them like that. The 75mm gun on the Sherman should be able to penetrate the Panzer IV-H from the side, definitely, possibly from the front, if they can get a good kill, or sorry, get a good hit. The Stuart that is behind them has a 37mm, essentially a pop gun compared to the 75 of the Sherman. So even then, it's going to have to get maybe around the rear, could still get the side shot, but front is going to be pretty hard, I think.
So last time the armor assets fought, the Panzers were able to snipe the Stuart, and then they sniped a Sherman, and then the Sherman charged the other 2 and was able to trade evenly, taking out a Panzer after it started. The Sherman started cooking off. So we'll see if the strategy changes here, but I think it's going to be again consistent with whoever keeps their armor alive is going to win the round. But the Germans...
That would definitely be the... Sorry, go ahead.
German side, just to go over their roster real quick, we don't have anyone commanding. It is just Mountain commanding as Platoon 1 HQ again. They have 4IB and Pointman and Flux, so elements of Pepega Pirates and 4IB there. Looking for other veterans, we got Sideways, who I'm not sure if he's still in the 501st. If not, he'd be in UPSC. Or he might have went to Peppa Pirates with everyone else. Slashy, Lolo, Logan, so TSB members, then Logan, who I don't even know where Logan is anymore, but he is always the wild card of FNF.
I think that's a good way to describe him. We don't know where he is
a wild
anymore.
Card.
He's just a wild card. I still think back to one of the first matches we commentated where he stole that little bird in the field on Trinaris.
That was great.
I still look back to that and just think, damn, he was fucking, or is fucking good.
And then like 3 or 4 weeks later, he fell out of a Huey from the turret section. He lagged out or something.
You Sometimes you just you
Hey, how you
don't
doing?
win them. Sometimes
Win
you
some and
just
you lose some. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Otherwise, finishing this roster, we got Jib Style, Green Thumb, Lcpl. I'm going to be watching Lado this round. I mean, frickin'... He doesn't have the G43 again. He only has the Car 98, but, I mean, he was able to literally fight off an entire squad and win. So, I'll be just watching him to see if he's able to make any more cool plays. Similar to how I've been watching Stark, who did fairly well in the EU rounds, but I don't see him in... Oh, no, he is 4IB under X-Ray. He's going to be the marksman this time around, so that'll be interesting to watch. But some of the newer veteran players making their presence known during World War II. But overall, I will say last time this mission was run, again, the Panzers did a lot of work, but the half-tracks were kept in reserve till the final sector, and they were also able to really lock down the final AO coming in and stop the U.S. forces. But now that it's more of an 85-90 person match instead of the 120-ish, 110 we saw from EU. We'll see if that number change has any major difference. Hey, Bad Wolf, how are you doing, my man? What was a long day? You want to talk about it? Hope you're doing okay,
Maz
man.
and Mountain both commanding
Hope you keep
again.
enjoying everything.
I don't know if they're going to be doing this for the third round as well, but it's an interesting, interesting thing seeing seeing them command, multiple rounds.
Oh, Az, you did a great job pointing Slushy to the AT, man. It was good.
There for, plays and counter plays and some real kind of a deeper level of strategy.
I understand, Bad Wolf. I just hope it was okay.
Appreciate.
I know your line of work is very strenuous sometimes. Something came up.
My chat's making fun of me because I put my glasses on through my balaclava, and they say I look like a dad, which, given the fact that I'm wearing
a dad with a maid outfit and a white balaclava on.
And a red beret, and I don't know what dads they know, but they sound like a lot of fun.
Probably VR chat dads at that point.
And those aren't dads; those are daddies.
I see. I would consider that a bonk, sir.
Yeah, no.
Chat, please bonk him. Bonk him hard. He needs to be bonked. Also, I don't think we ran this, so let me get this sorted real quick. This would be NA, and I'll give you guys 5 minutes with it.
Leah, we were just talking about this. How does this whole fit look like a dad?
I'm glad you clarified, because I heard this whole fit, and I was about to bonk you again.
We need to unpack that a little bit. How much time we got left? 8 minutes? Okay.
No, we don't have enough time. I'm not unpacking it, sir. We're not unpacking that, sir.
We are a female-dominant family. Sounds good to me. I always support femdom.
Of course you do. I'm glad you have a choice in it.
I'm looking to see the bonks. Okay, you all are just saying bonk, but you're not redeeming the bonk points.
You gotta redeem the bonk points. See, if I ever stream next to him, I will literally get like, you know those inflatable like hammers or giant bats that you can get like from fairs and stuff? I would just hit you with that.
Oh,
there we go. Literally just turn around and bonk him. Yeah, I did censor horny because it wouldn't get past.
I worked around that by calling it hormny. I was hormny because
it wouldn't even let me. It wouldn't even accept hormy though. Like I tried.
Horm HORMNY. Hormny.
Oh, okay. Okay, got it. I'll try that.
Yeah, try that.
As is.
Yeah, sure.
As is totally right. I should set up my. I finally have an excuse to set up that fucking stream deck. I'll make a fucking soundbite button. I'll just smack that every time.
Hey,
I'll have that set up by next week.
You could smack me.
I knew you were gonna fucking. Just smacks. These are my smacks. Yeah. Actually, that sounds like something else. Shut up. Shut up. I realized my mistake.
You didn't realize fast enough, fucko.
Sparky, I will join you in the end of the month when I get set up with my new space because I'll have a shit ton of space for VR. And I can smack you with a blue slipper. You know the Cox HUD mod for the furries and like bonus content? They have a grenade which is literally a blue croc that you can throw at people and kill them with. It's great. I need a bonk button too, apparently. Oh, dear. I'll add them by next week. Good God, we have something to spend channel points on now. Barb, we're coming up with ideas, buddy. Broadshore, what are you cocking there?
We're coming up with something else here in a minute.
Oh, God. No, that's for after the stream.
5 more minutes ago. Do you want to take a look at these objectives? Because I haven't even looked at these motherfuckers.
Okay.
So real quick, Sector 1. So first of all, Summa is going to be very mountainous.
Your Arma is a thing, but super laggy.
Very foresty. It's meant to be, well, Scandinavia, so there you go. Sector 1 is going to be a patch of forest in the middle of fucking nowhere. We have Nape here set to hold the entire line by himself, and as a proud Finn, he will do so gladly.
Oh, geez, Barbarian, you gotta stop drinking on the job, man. It's not really good for you.
Sector 2 is going to be the town of Summa itself. Big old circle on the western side of town.
Late bonk.
Pretty decent area. Lots of, again, trees to work with. Terrain, fairly hilly. Some ditches, some peaks and valleys.
I wouldn't be the one to ask Pigeon.
A nice varied terrain to work with.
I know OCRA is working on 40k
there.
PvP, though.
Finally, Sector 3 is being abandoned completely, but it is actually a bit of a trench line with a solid divot in the back of it. So very nice. At least there for a decent defense. I think this wouldn't be too bad, like a defensive point. But Sector 2 seems to be the favorite here for the Germans, and that does kind of make sense. Lots of roads, lots of buildings to work with.
They did an airborne
and a bit
D-Day
bigger
thing,
sector.
but
Again,
no actual D-Day.
With this specific game mode, the Green 4 need to capture all 3 sectors. They can capture it in any order they see fit. And to capture it, they just have to be in the sector with no alive or conscious Blue 4 up in that sector. So, if example at Sector 1, if Nape were to be in the sector alive, hiding in the trench, and all of Green 4 was in there, they wouldn't capture it. But as soon as he gets shot and goes unconscious or is killed, then they would capture it just by one Green 4 being in that sector. So that's the best way, I think, to describe that. We do have King and G-Legs in that Panzer IV H, that long, sexy 75 with a muzzle brake, looking up over Sector 1. Liru, your thoughts?
So how this worked in EU Round 2 was they did a, not really, I don't really have a term for it, but they did a unified defense of Sector 3 and Sector 2 and a bunch of territories around it. They had Fred, who was ground commanding Blue Force, stay in Sector 1, and he just stayed there for a while, but the U.S. attacked from the northern MSR, pushed the Germans out of Sector 3, and the Germans had one tank on the northern and southern side of Sector 2, but folded them in on the crossroad to the northeast of Sector 3, and that's where the final trade of the tanks happened, and then that Panzer IV pulled back and basically covered the north of Sector 2 and racked up like 15 kills. So here we're seeing, because there's less units, I think Blue 4 is just going to hold Sector 2 without pushing out to defend Sector 3, and Bay might try to hold Sector 1 on his own as a stalling tactic.
That could definitely work. And again, all 3 sectors need to be captured for Green 4 to win. This all eggs in one basket-ish defense. They do have some outliers like Not Bay and King, Arma Jesus, etc. as outliers. We also have a forward force of Point Man and 3 others in a Kubelwagen. They're going to be heading out on that southern MSR, it looks like. But apart from that, it is all Summa all the time, and I think that's a decent thing to do.
So one other thing I'm seeing that's different here is Blue 4 X-Ray is in a Kubelwagen ready to drive off and recon one of these MSRs. Really what I was talking about with EU Round 2 is whichever side is able to communicate more effectively is going to win it. And the U.S. were doing a great job with that communication until they got to the last objective where things broke down a little bit. Squads started attacking ahead of others, and the Germans had very little communication from what I could see. But the tank just kind of held out as a crutch. So again, I think it's really going to depend on who has the better armor here.
Yeah, and as far as armor is concerned, I think those Shermans are, and especially the Stuart, are going to go down in one hit. I think the Panzer is going to be able to withstand at least a couple hits from the front of either of those tanks. Side and rear, no guarantees, but otherwise, I think that's going to be pretty good.
So what we saw last time was both tanks were able to take a few good hits from each other.
Okay.
Unless their engine on the rear is hit, then that's an instant kill.
That makes sense. Mission is starting. Here we go. Hope y'all redeem those points, because we'll see what happens now.
Guys, help me finish out my coffee so I can gray out the
and
caffeinate thing
so
for round 3.
They're the ones heading out. Stark and Jay Lee
we're
from
gonna be doing a lot of mission
appointment
dev.
influx from who knows where's.
Thank you, Az. So it looks like the U.S. might try to ride the southern side. You got the recon guys driving along an SSR here, but they quickly turn around to now head north.
Okay, they phased into both that rock and that tree, and I was wholly expecting them to go flying in a fireball.
Tokyo Drifteru. Suma, yes.
That was like nails on a chalkboard to me. Ugh. Good try, though.
Thank you. It's my brother that mainly speaks Japanese. I just try to emulate what I can hear from the very few animes that I watch.
Well, you watch more hentai than anime, so I figured you would have been able to pick up on some pronunciation there, but I guess not. Either way.
Well, I mean, while that is true, the things I've picked up are, I don't think they're Twitch appropriate, sir.
Hentai?
See, it's funny to hear you say that, but then I remember you're wearing a red beret with glasses in your balaclava, which it's a white balaclava while you're wearing a maid outfit. That makes it even funnier, in my opinion.
Green for X-ray.
Is driving down the MSR going right to Sector 1. Fuck's sake. I'm drinking my caffeine, don't worry.
See, it all works out when I get drunk, man. I don't give a shit about what you say, even if you do interrupt me. It's fine.
You just interrupt me back, Goober.
I try.
Be hard against it. Well, wait, no. You're right, I do need a bonk version for myself as well.
For yourself. No, make the one for me more expensive than the one for yourself.
Of course.
Vice versa. No, why are you bonk? Okay, no.
Yeah, they're still bonking you because of other shit. It's okay.
I probably said something that deserved that. Go home, Barb. You're drunk. I'm not drunk yet. I'm well on the way, and I am home.
Are you?
I'm home.
How many glasses have you had? Because you said you were on your second. Are you on, what, on your third, fourth?
Well, here, let me finish my third.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
And don't forget, I chugged a beer.
Yes, you did.
Oh, we do have golf.
No, you shotgunned it.
And, yeah, I shotgunned it. Yes, very true. The Panzer here, watching right around the corner, right before X-ray stopped.
Yeah.
X-ray stopped right before the corner. So do they have eyes on that? They might actually.
Real quick, I do want to say the bazooka that the U.S. have is very underranged, and they got to get close to the AT target. Otherwise, they will almost always underrange it.
Oh, but here comes the convoy. Actually, it was the Vanguard force, but they didn't go far enough. And as soon as they pass this tree line, this Panzer IV is going to have a goddamn field day. Who is the gunner in this? I believe it is G-Legs. It says he's a gunner. Kind of glitching out, so we'll have to take that at face value.
Quick reminder: all the kills the tank gets will go to the commander.
That is true.
For both the gunner and the coax machine gunner in the front.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I was more wondering about the perspective.
All right, I need one more caffeinate, guys, and I can finish the damn thing.
They are starting to dismount.
Well, we can tell by the symbol. So Kim's the commander. Arma Jesus is the machine gunner because he's that extra seat.
I think it's the latter.
Michael's the driver.
Opening up on Pierce.
And G-Legs is
one of their buddies goes down. That again is X-ray. That is Cheese who went down, who was the medic for the X-ray team.
That MG is very, very effective.
Oh, and so is a tank shell being lobbed their way. No, I think that that wasn't too effective.
Shermans are pushing.
Yeah, they're going to that low ground.
Yep, getting through those rocks is a little tough.
Yep.
But we'll see if the tank gets tunnel vision here. One of the advantages the tank can have is the gunner, excuse me, the commander turns out and just watches everything. Because now you got the Sherman coming up.
Yep. Pickles here, the gunner of G2 here.
Ooh.
That was a hit. And a hit in return.
Panzer's cooking off.
Arma. Wow, that Panzer's cooking off from the... Yeah, that is a cook-off. And that one should be a cook-off as well, but...
Nope.
Ooh, that one. Wow, I am...
Deflection.
From an M4 at that range, that angle? No way.
Ooh, it's smoking now after that fourth hit. They didn't pull back after they...
Smoke.
Yeah, they should have pulled back after they noticed the black smoke was coming out, because otherwise they just stayed in the open. And now the tanks are 1-to-1. But if they keep that up, then the U.S. forces will still have the Stuart to work with, and that'll still give them a good advantage.
Yeah, that'll be better than nothing, though. One Panzer truck should take out a Stuart, no problem.
Ooh, that round reflected off the front of the tank.
Oof. Yeah, all the Blue 4 guys here.
Thank you, Shadow Spark.
Were there 6 people in that tank? No. No, King of Lauderdale here are in normal uniforms. Everyone else
so
is in
two guys just came up to assist, but now they're going to get on this trench line and try to defend, but now the Sherman's going to return fire. Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we? And now we wait. Some of that tank crew's remounting in that Sherman to make it a full crew. Except they forgot Pickles, so Pickles is running back. Thank you for reminding me to hide here, Marshall. Oh, that twin 30 cal from both the coax and the machine gunner on the front. It's a nasty combo. Barb, you okay?
I might have just spilled ice cold water all over myself.
You fucking goober.
Hey, at least it's water, not anything else.
Yeah, at least it's not frickin' whiskey, then you'd probably be angry at yourself. It is cold. Now, I remember I once took Bloodway now to a really fancy restaurant, and while we were ordering the appetizer, she accidentally knocked my water glass on me, and I was wearing like a full like tuxedo and everything, so I just stared at her, and I'm like, okay. That's the night.
It's like don't cry over spilled milk. Don't cry over spilled ice water dripping into your lap.
Yeah, right?
You're wearing a paper-thin made...
Stuart just got sniped by the Panzer. The engines are slightly elevated, so that's why. But on a front-on-front fight...
That's the Stuart down. Bucket's opening up with his Stuart, or with his Sherman, excuse me. But Bronson in that last Panzer, front hit.
Oh, the Sherman's turning. It's going to expose its engine.
Yeah, that was right in the side. I think it hit, yeah, it did hit the extra armor plating. That bulging side is extra armor plating. Actually, oh, that is very close, but...
the devs choose them.
Oh, man. That is about as close as it could be.
Now we're 1-to-1, but there's a full squad coming close to that Panzer. I wonder if anyone has AT capabilities from grenades.
Another one. Another shot at it, and Bucket's Sherman
They're
is
cooking.
That's all 3 American tanks down.
Some sort of explosion has happened on the Panzer IV. I can't tell. Montgomery's running up. He might have AT grenades.
Looks like he's the one going to try for it. He might have a satchel. That might be what it is. Again, they don't have third person. Everyone is locked first person, even in vehicles. So
this tank getting very aggressive here.
He's there.
The bazooka guy is completely out of position. Montgomery trying to set up a charge. Oh! I'm waiting for it. Montgomery is not going to give chase. Ooh, a little bit of a lag spike there.
Oh no, that's the water. Oh no.
I just heard a wet sound. Are you okay?
I'm a wet sound.
Yeah, from your mic. Like a drop of water into something. Are you okay?
I don't think I mentioned it, but when I spilled that water, I also spilled a lot of it on my keyboard.
Oh. That's not good, Chief.
I mean, I don't know why you heard a wet sound to the mic.
Montgomery's still trying to get up to this tank, but it's driving further and further into friendly territory. And also the Germans have sent a squad around to flank Blue 4. Jesus, US. Draconics is down. And this is all, like, veteran players here. G-Legs and King leading. Grenade being thrown. That's going to go right in front of G-Legs. A little bit of shrapnel. King's now coming around. He has an MP38, so he's got a good range here. He needs to chuck grenades, and that's exactly what he starts doing. Goes a little far. Might catch Schnuffles. A little bit of damage on him. King now pulling back. Another grenade thrown, landing next to Zoni, but the rock takes it. Another rock landing close by Schnuffles. It's not a rock. Excuse me, a grenade. King getting picked off. Green 4 trying to push this attack. G-Legs pulled back as well. More grenades being thrown. And now we have the tank holding the line as well as U.S. forces charging. I just watched Bridge get mowed down by the twin machine guns. Yeah, I heard a water drop as well. That's the
I think I'm
weird thing. Okay, that's good.
Thanks. Thanks, Dad. Yeah, I'm surprised Bronson's still up with that Panzer IV, but he is pulling back.
Stark in the back line with X-Ray. No kills yet, but this is a great position for the marksman to be in.
Oh, we do have this, I don't know, you mentioned this flanking force from Blue 4 from the east?
They're mostly wiped, though, but Stark is with them, and he is the marksman, and this is a great place for him to be.
Yeah, they need to really cause some casualties here for Green 4. Otherwise, I don't know how effective this is, or how worthwhile this force is going to be.
I think that the U.S. is still making headway here because they just wiped a few guys on the southern side of Sector 2, and now they're continuing to push up. But that tank has been marauding in this area, and so far it's gotten 2 kills, but it could get a few more. There's the third. I think if the U.S. force stays consistent and just tries to hit these sectors, the hardest one is Sector 2, so that's why they're going for it first.
Yeah.
But if they don't get enough kills on the Germans can just redeploy to the other sectors and hold them and just win by attrition. Funny enough, Pickles is on 2 kills in Gamma 2. He was one of the Vic crews. He took an STG-44, and he's going to use that. Personally, I like the STG-44 at close ranges, but longer ranges, the recoil can really knock you off of your aim, so.
Yeah. Yeah, it is the precursor to the assault rifle for a reason.
Tank is on 4 kills now. Make that 5. So I assume it's going to get more kills here just because of this. But Cosmonaut has the bazooka. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Shot.
Oh! Great shot there. Closed the distance, took him out. Vonk getting engaged by Dreek, but he's unable to connect the shot. Cosmonaut puts a few rounds as well. Vonk switching to his handgun and gets dropped by Dreek. Lethal Action, I think, is going to die in the cook-off here. All right, so with that tank not being available to Blue 4 now to get a massive amount of kills, they already got 5, but the U.S. still has a big fighting chance here, and that is going to be nice to see. Now it's going to purely rely on infantry. The Germans still have 2 half-tracks to work with, but I don't know. It's going to depend on how this 4-man group moves up. They're trying to hit Shy here on that half-track, but they're unable to land the headshot. Shy took a hit as he went to the driver's seat. I think he's just trying to reposition the half-track to line it up. Barb, feel free to interject when your stuff's ready, and I'll shut up, okay? Shy now spraying down that smoke. Pickles trying to flank here. Pickles is going to push. And the U.S. are pushing a lot of forces here. I do hope Barb's okay, because I wouldn't want the water to completely short-circuit, like, not just his keyboard, but his new headset, too, because he got my headset. My headset was pretty expensive, because you got to get the headset and the adapter and all this other crazy shit.
Okay, the water's starting to dry out. Good news is the water doesn't affect electronics, so I think we're good.
Okay, sure, yes. Did you see the bazooka kill on the tank?
You're funny.
Okay. He's so mean. All right, Green Thumb coming around. He's going to catch Sky looting. And he also sees Catch. Gets a headshot. Gets a triple kill on the 3 of them. Holy crap. So that took out Sky, Catch, and I believe Pickles. So great play there. That just shows the power of the STG-44. When you're in that close of a range, you can spray everyone down. He's going to come around and make sure everything is taken care of here.
You said that was Pickles?
Yeah, so it was Pickles, Sky, and TF121. All just got dropped where Green Thumb was. Then again, I don't think it was Green Thumb. It was the other guy in the group, but just got a great triple kill there.
What, Green Shade? No, well, no.
Green Thumb. He just sprayed the 3 remaining.
Yeah, well, the thing is, Green Thumb and Green Shade are in
They're 2 different people. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was Green Thumb. My bad.
No, you were absolutely right. Yeah, Green Thumb, 3 kills, looking like?
Got Nielsen Montgomery pushing. They're going to try to flank that other half-track. They're going to run into Mar W here. Montgomery might see his gun poking out. Oh, but Mar spots him, and he gets the shot. Is more, just hesitation right there. And Nielsen doesn't hear the gunshot and isn't reacting to it.
Yeah, Nielsen, I think he said he has a long range, and it says he's an element leader, so he might have been listening to long range and didn't really recognize those gunshots or how close they were.
Yep. He's scanning now.
I think he was talking to someone over there, and I was like, hey, what's up? Are you...
Oh, no, he's going to find Mar. Mar turning, too, and he gets the kill! He stole the M1 Garand from... You cannot make this shit up! You cannot make this shit up! I love it! Tell me you can't make this shit up!
You can't make this shit up.
Thank you!
No problem.
You okay? Oh my god.
Buddy, I almost drowned my keyboard pouring water. I'm gonna pour myself a big drink right now.
Okay. You drink yourself so you get nice and drunk for round 3, okay? And I will tolerate it this time.
Bitch,
all right.
You tolerate it whether you want to or not.
Okay. Well, anyway, I think the U.S. is moving into screwed territory. The number advantage was lost despite them taking out the Panzer because we've just seen a few good Chad plays by the Germans here. Norris and Holt on point. By the way, Holt is Cholt. He just took the C out of his name and joined the 29th ID, yeah.
I see.
Because usually milsim groups, they make you get like a serious name. So I think that was him getting the serious name.
Well, that makes sense.
All right, so Norris put some shots on Mar.
Yeah.
Mar's waiting with that Garand. MG42 firing. Ooh, Patriot getting a good flank. Taking out Norris. I think he wounded Holt there. Grenade being thrown over. Both sides throwing nades. Holt's running out of room. That grenade might damage Patriot, though. Get some shrapnel. And the U.S. are organized to do one last good push. A little bit of a lag spike right there. And then they also got a few players pushing Roast and Bronson. But one of them just got taken out. Two of them just got taken out as Roast now occupies the roof with his Car 98. So Warwick trying to look around to flank. Roast, I'm not sure if he heard Warwick's footsteps there. Yep, he's now checking below. No one's looking up here. Oops, Cyrus might have just spotted him. And Roast gets stuck in the fucking TV antenna and does a freaking somersault when he gets shot to death. And Cyrus mags dumps him to make sure he's dead.
What's
lovely? That's a good question. I don't know what this weird metal thing is sticking out of the building, but hey, it was, maybe it's a clothesline on the roof. Who knows? Holt's trying to follow Patriot's half-track as he pulls it away. More grenades being thrown. Oop, Holt turns around.
Well, I mean, Patriot does see him. He sees him through a little slit in the armored front of that half-track.
I think he's going to align it so he can get on the machine gun and shoot him.
Trying to line up the machine gun. Yep, there he is.
Yeah, so he quickly goes down so he can't get shot. Now he lines it down and starts suppressing. That was a good call right there. Put some rounds down to make Holt freak out as he reloads the gun.
I don't think that was intentional. That's the only reason that I would...
Bronson spotting Warwick. Not taking the shot, though. Warwick spots him. Because Bronson only has a bolt action. He quickly runs back as he's under fire from the bar. Cyrus is going to be out of ammo at that point. Cyrus switching to his secondary as Bronson on 5. He was the gunner, or at least the commander of the Panzer, as he now pulls back. And now Warlords might be able to cover him.
Whoa. That grenade just a little bit too slow.
Ooh.
I'm surprised Bronson and Warlords haven't gotten into the half track to try and give it an actual crew. This rear kind of flanking force, what's left of it, Flux, Armor Jesus, and Jay Lee, still trying to put in work. And I think this is what has really kind of encapsulated that Green 4 attack and really put those kills in, is in that rear guard, that rear echelon, not able to really do effective
chicken.
defense. Artisan trying to do what he can with that 1919. Schnuffles the car.
Is that a 1919?
When I clicked on it,
no, it is 19. Yep, you're right. Right. Just they sound like the bar, but they use the same exact caliber.
I thought it was.
Flux getting the drop. Arma Jesus running up to flank that gun as Flux plays chicken. Has his handgun out too. Took a lot of shots, and he still doesn't get the kill because I think the caliber was just deflecting off the helmet.
Patriot hopping out real quick, getting a kill, and then being forced to hop back in, but no! Holt gonna put a stop to Patriot's
finally
reign
stops
there.
him.
Yeah, Holt finally getting back into the positives.
Numbers are looking pretty tough on both sides right now. Artisan woke back up. Artisan's back awake despite taking multiple pistol shots to the head. And Arma Jesus thinks he got him. I would say the U.S. have a slight numbers advantage here, and if they can press the AO, they might be able to win this one, because there's only one defender on either AO still.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how this half track is going to work.
Arma Jesus lined up a shot on Pierce.
In the hands of the Americans. Obviously, as a armored vehicle, it has a inherent, plus.
Artisan might come around and get revenge.
Spearhead kind of breaking through enemy lines, but we'll see. I don't know if Blue 4 will have any AT, or if they do, it'd be combat engineers, maybe if Panzerfaust here and there.
Uh-oh.
But, yeah.
Artisan running into Arma Jesus and gets his revenge.
Ooh,
oh.
Nice. Spraying him down.
Lucky for Artisan there because he took multiple headshots from the pistol, but I guess the helmet just deflected them. Now, I would assume, yeah, like the concussive force of a bullet ricocheting off your helmet would probably knock your lights out for a little bit.
Depends, but yes.
So we just saw the Pearson and Kowak. They're going to join the rest of the U.S. force coming up. Hold on. What did Slushy just do? Slushy just 18 a guy in the building with his Spencer Shrek. Oh my God. Who is that? That's a command element there. He killed Schultz. Slushy just rocketed Private Hole through the window.
Yeah, I think Green 4, they still have a chance here, but considering the fact they haven't gotten a single sector yet, I don't know if they're going to have the ability to really clutch this out. They're all kind of huddling. Do you see this on the southwest side of Sector 3? They're huddling.
Sideways pushing Maz, and he gets the kill. That quiet G43, man.
Mito and his group now pushing up to the east. Gonna run to Reznov here, and he goes down quick. Reznov with that Gewehr. Yeah, that quiet Gewehr.
Funny enough, this was the building where the last stand for the other Blue 4 group was, where they clutched it. So it's funny to see that mirror. Ooh, I thought he might have seen Michael there. Oh, Reznov knocking that Blue 4, USA guy away from his house.
Yeah.
Oh, and he shuts the door right on his grenade.
Deny the grenade. Beautifully done.
That was great.
Hey,
no soliciting.
Hey, Maz, Sideways screwed you. Oh, and Green Thumb taking out
Nice.
another player with that STG-44. That's his 5th kill. I think the Germans might clutch this AO again.
No, the Germans have it, yeah.
Yeah, Germans are going to have it 2 games in a row.
Oh my God.
Pretty good showing so far. At least a better showing from the Americans than the first round. But yeah. Ooh. Panzerfaust going out, hitting the half track.
I think that was Slushy's Panzer Shrek, actually. Yep, he just dropped it. That was his 2nd shot. And I think it got the gunner.
Oh, well, it definitely did.
And now it's on fucking fire.
Just spontaneously. Wow, look at that.
Delayed cook-off, I would be willing to bet.
So one thing I've noticed, by the way, guys, Gulf elements love to get really up close to enemy really quickly and not listen to orders.
Is that because the, No, you were Green 4, so you were USA, so you saw the Shermans duke it out. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
They weren't supposed to do whatever they did. I told them not
Gulf
to leave
elements
the
are the
Amazon
tanks.
because of all the rocks and shit.
Well, thankfully, your bazooka gunner was able to hunt down the remaining Panzer.
Yeah. Yeah, Charlie was on point this match.
He is looking for Artisan to the south. Lee might find Artisan to the south. Artisan's starting to come up with another 1919. I've seen multiple 1919 gunners, so I think they just have the 2nd machine gun squad taken. Because we also have Cyrus with one, and he's in Charlie 1. So the Charlie 1 machine gun got changed to the 1919. Wait, no.
Oh,
that's correct.
But
no, because Charlie 1 does have it, so... Is Foxtrot 1 also a weapon team? No, they would be the machine gun team, right?
So, I will say, from a mission maker who's had like a little bit of time with the new World War II template,
Slushy got knocked out.
Blue 4, Green 4, and I think to an extent Red 4 have had their stuff changed from the normal, usual FNF stuff, loadouts. So you might see some guys with more AT. Like, if you'll notice, Independent has no light AT.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's because they don't have any light AT historically. Blue 4, I think, is the only one outside of
Oh, was that Reznov?
Germany is the only one with a light AT. Them and Red 4.
Russians are going to have a PTRS or PTRD.
No, so they actually have German gear.
Huh.
I don't know why.
Well, because they were prone to capturing it.
Yeah.
So supply issues in the Soviet lines were a very real thing.
But the Germans and the Russians have similar light AT with the Panzerfaust.
Ooh, Cyrus throws a grenade right onto.
Apple.
Yeah, he dead.
Gotta take him down. Oh, and the spray down for good measure.
He hella dead.
So where do you think it went wrong for Independent here? Because I was only on comms and
I think the biggest thing would probably be losing all the tanks. The 2 Shermans and the Stuart were definitely a big hindrance, especially as early on as they were. I think that really
CF just got a good pick off.
would be those tanks going down so early and without really having a big effect on the
Light AT would be a
infantry
Panzerfaust,
aspect
yeah,
of
the
things.
single
Because
shot
those
AT.
Shermans, their HE would have been able to really, I think, do a lot of damage to the Blue Fort garrisoned infantry.
Yeah, so I told the Shermans and the Stuart to stay on the MSR and
bitch
continue
slap that guy out of here.
And
The
for whatever reason, they decided to go off on the
MG42.
field and play fun games with
And
the Panzer.
Domo's also down by Lee. Wow.
Don't
I
know
would-
why.
I would say it went wrong because I watched multiple German players just outmaneuver like entire fire teams worth of guys, and the German player would just get a multi-kill, like 3 or 4 kills in
Yep,
rapid
hey,
succession.
So, you know, a lot of people were complaining about the semi-auto with the Americans versus the bolt action on the Germans.
Yep.
Seems like people are starting to get a hang of the Germans. That's what that is. I mean, that's how you play them.
Well, so
Yeah,
the balance here
Guerrilla tactics.
is the carbines are multi-shot, but they won't one-tap, but I have always seen a Car 98 one-tap. I just watched CF dome 2 people, and one of those 2 people
'cause
literally
one's
charged them with a
much
machine gun.
larger caliber than the
Exactly. So that's the balance.
Well, the
Damn.
Grand will also one-tap people.
Yep. But
Because
there's
that is a rifle caliber. That is
yeah, it's a big caliber too, and you don't see a lot of Garans on that side though.
Fire capacity or fire rate than the Car 98.
If you really wanted to balance it though, give Springfields to all the U.S. players.
Nah, I think it's fine the way it is. I think people just need to get used to it. They need to balance around it rather than it balancing around them. That's my opinion. I know probably not a great opinion for a lot of FNF people, but
I mean, I was talking to Barb before round 1 started about if they really wanted to balance the machine guns, take the STG-44, put it out to the automatic rifleman for all the automatic riflemen to counter the bar, because you can give a 25-round mag, and then put the MG-42 with the 50-round drums that they already have and pair it with the 50-round M1919 for the machine gunner for Charlie.
yeah. So the automatic riflemen for Blue 4 are STG-44s.
No, they're MG-42s. Unless
That's
that changed
machine
this
gunners.
round.
No, the machine gunners are MG-42s. The automatic riflemen are STG-44s.
Okay, I am seeing Foxtrot too with the machine gun, and
They might have picked it up.
okay, but in the first round, the squad automatic rifle was an MG-42, and they had an STG-44 in Charlie 1 for the machine
Yeah, so
gun.
how it
So it
goes
was
for
inverted.
the Germans is Alpha. I think is it Alpha? Yeah, I think it's Alpha and Charlie have automatic riflemen in them.
Okay.
It might also be Bravo. It might be every rifle squad has an automatic rifleman. And they're all STG-44s. It's 6-man teams and shit.
Okay.
If I'm remembering correctly, which I should be. I'm like 90% sure.
I will not be casting Titans tomorrow, as I'm going to be painting my new house and setting up garden plots and buying stuff from Home Depot and
I mean, they should just call it
doing a lot
right
of
now.
fun with that.
Yeah. 2 people left in. Well, I mean, surprisingly, what is it? 2v6.
I wouldn't call it here because it's
I
still
wouldn't call it
very
here
close.
I think Pierce and Kowak specifically, I think they'd be able to do it.
Pierce is the marksman.
So they're going to give it 5 minutes, but last time they said 1 minute and then they ended it in like 20 seconds, so I hope that doesn't
Well, yeah,
continue.
that's because I whispered up to the gods when I saw that. I was like, "Yeah, I quit."
Oh, as
You
commander,
forfeited?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to drag it out, you know.
Yeah. No, that's
So
fair.
I just yelled at the gods. And
I
said,
appreciate
quit.
that. I can appreciate that.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think they should have put a 5-minute call on it. I think they should have just let it play out because it's 2v4 right now and it could go either way.
2v4, 2v... Wait, what? Am I No, 2v6.
2v6.
Well, yeah, the
It's
two are like
just
going
radio.
south though, so it, you know, I could see them clutching, is what I'm trying to say. But this is just a really big AO, and Blue 4 is just
They're
gonna hide in
really
every
spread
little
out.
corner. So
Tell you what was funny was being command in the back, and then all of a sudden, Martin, my my company command medic, just gets shot. That was pretty cool.
Whoa. That box in the top right is different.
No, it's not. The
What
15
box?
minutes remaining one?
Yeah.
No, that's new. Or, I mean, that's old. It's not
Well,
new.
the box itself, that's been there, but it was a different box.
I think you're
Maybe it's because of
hallucinating.
IFA.
I think you're hallucinating. I don't see anything different. Barbo's gonna yell at me? Yeah, because he's drunk.
Okay.
How you doing, Boo?
Man, Barb is so silly, isn't he, Liru? Such a silly boy.
Ooh, CF getting his 3rd kill with the Car 98. Throwing a grenade up. I think it deflected off the side of the wall, though, and went a little to the right. Coax now freaking out. Potato has just been showing. Potato is also known as CF, but he's been just doing really well with that gun today. He's imagining weird boxes
All
now.
down to Coax.
Yeah.
I think he can still do it. Green thumb and that half track.
New boxes, rounded
Could put a
corners.
stop to that though.
Neat.
Oh, yeah, Liru.
Yo.
Did you see my blown up Sherman that I had on my map?
For round 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
Thanks, man.
I like how you blew one guy's legs off and then had the other guy have his leg blown off, but his leg was like right next to it.
Yeah.
Pretty metal.
Brutal.
CF's coming for Coax. He wants that 4th bolt action rifle kill. Ooh, he might have just spotted him.
And
CF's
Coax
a
is
bloodhound.
really
He
focusing.
pointed
on
him out. Sorry, I'm sorry, Barb. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's just very focused on the engine from the half track. That's all. So he's really focused on that and not really aware of his surroundings. I don't think he's looking around, but he is still very much focused on that.
He's surrendering.
Oh, and friendly
Ooh.
fire into the building.
I think he's rethinking his surrendering.
Well, he dropped his Garand. Oh,
Ooh,
and
Just
he
got
just
shot in the back.
by CF into the leg.
They're pointing at him.
Oh no!
Jesus.
They killed an unarmed combatant. No! War crimes, no!
Okay, no, that box is different. That box is different. That's a solid black outline.
Is it because it's rounded edges?
Okay, Maniac, I'm gonna go and do my mission brief.